back. If you managed to watch episode 1 and you enjoyed that, thank you. I hope you left a like and share, or even a comment. And well, we continue our journey. This time, now into the console era, with legendary games like this, Mario Brothers. Now this is Wonder Boy, part of the Monster World collection back then. I remember playing this in the arcades. My folks used to take me to Skegness, or as I like to call it, Skeg Vegas. Obviously it did go on consoles as well. And it was kind of, I don't know, weird back then for a platforming game, and a bit of, I don't know if it's RPG or what really, but it was definitely different from around the time of what this game was. And wow, as you can see, I'm like trigger finger, and the snake's still at me. Oh, I went invisible. Oh, there he is, he's back. And then Sunset Riders. Now this was another console frame, one of those shooters. Just shooting and platforming, and oh my god, I'm so shocking. I am so shocking. I should be ashamed of myself. But then again, back then these games, I don't know, it's weird. Playing some of these old games again and trying to redo them is quite funny compared to what the controls are like in most games of today. Never-ending classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. God, man, I used to love playing that, especially even the one with the arcade as well. It's amazing what games change over time, but this was like pure classic beat 'em up. Now this one, Dick Tracy. Wow. It took me ages to realise it was this game at the time, but I always remember the game where I used to be able to do that. And I could smash up the place, and I think back then I just spent hours just like holding the Tommy gun and shoot crap at anything that could change the textures of the screen. Where back then I thought, yeah, this is epic, it's like destroying things, yeah! I mean, compared to like other games of today where you can destroy a base and watch it crumble to the ground. But you know, this was that for me back then. Oh god, oh no, there's another one. Another arcade classic. You even had a steering wheel for these games back then in the arcades. And they even brought them on the consoles, and I was crap at that. And Bruce Lee. Well, Dragon the Bruce Lee story. Another beat 'em up. I think my friend introduced me to this one once back then, and he going through the whole like story of the actual movie in game form. Cool spot. Another old and goldie platformer. Very strange. God knows why they picked a spot. Nice shades though. Completely forgot the title of this one, but it's Rocket something. But I remember this game playing a platforming mouse mess. Took me ages to figure out how to actually jet off that one bit, this bit here especially. I was like, how do I get? Oh, that's how you do it. Classics. And then with a bit of rally driving, although this one was only very short because the controls are really, really bad, as you can tell. And Beavis and Butthead. Now this, I'm pretty sure, I remember, I think I rented this from Video Shop. Back then when Video Shops did rental games. You know, classic MTV style. And just mad stuff. But this one was one of my favourites. Zombies Ate My Neighbours. Oh, I used to love this game. I still do actually, to be fair, for what it was and what it is. Yeah, little shooter going around, rescuing all the people. Should have done the other level where you used to go into the shopping mall and go around. But mate, this game is brilliant. Just being able to run around a whole map like that. Kind of the first of its type in a way. Oh my god, Splatterhouse. Now, I actually always thought there was Friday the 13th for the video game, but obviously it wasn't. But obviously inspired by that idea, I guess, because of the whole body build of his character and the mask. And yeah, I mean, these games, whatever these fucking creatures are, they were just brilliant back then. It's just mad stuff. King of the Monsters. The amount of times me and some mates used to combat each other in that. Of course, I always got my ass kicked and always got my ass beaten every time in these games. Needless to say, I won this match. So, Alien 3, which made me laugh. They're calling it Alien 3. You know, that should be like technically 1. But obviously they made changes for the video game, obviously. Oh my god. Platformer games, you gotta run. And then, what we got here? Coming up. King of the Fighters. Fatal Fury. Same sort of concept. Around the time of all the Street Fighter games started off and all that lot. Now a bit of Marvel. Oh look, it's The Vision. I could have chosen Iron Man. I think it was Hawkeye. Spider-Man or Wolverine, one of the two. They were mixing them together. I remember this classic beat 'em up. Now here's some epicness. California Games. Once again. Once me and my brother used to love battling it out, trying to get the better score, and this game was definitely one of them. And oh my god, I mean, this one here, Footbag, and I remember pretty much when we used to play this, there was a bit where a seagull used to come in and you can try and hit it with the ball if you were lucky. Took me ages to try and get used to doing the surfing again because I kept messing it up. So getting this shot was the best part of it all. Then you had the roller skating. Me trying to dodge things was obviously not part of the programming. Jungle Strike, the sequel to Desert Strike. This is the only one I could find at the time, so I wanted to use this one because another game that brought back the whole you know what, I'm going to break the rules and not play the game, I'm just going to go around and blow everything up I can come across. Oh look, building. Oh look, more buildings. Boom! Fighting games again, but this time I'm Pit Fighter, and I completely forgotten how bad this game was. It was like they were using photo versions of actual people dressed up instead of just drawing things naturally. Now, if you never liked this game, you need help. Micro Machines World Tour, pure epicness. Spent countless of times playing this. Me, my friends, family, literally just Oh mate, I mean, look at my driving skill. Apart from baked beans, but let's look past that part. Now on to an all-time favourite classics of mine, Road Rash. Now, this game here, where you obviously have fake, sort of like the idea of the 3D long-ass road on the race. Man, I used to love this game, beating the shit out of the other riders just to try and get in front. And I think the other things that always remind me of this game, every time I think about it, is like, as soon as I crashed like this, I thought, you know what, sod it. I'm just going to run to the end. Sorry, I'll run to the finish line. I will make it. I will make it to the finish line. It spiraled, sequels as well. They did all right, you know. I think there's a new one out there called Road Redemption, but they've taken it to a whole new level. I've not played it yet. I might look into it. But there was another game very similar to this, but without the motorbike. And a lot of people don't remember this one. Skitchin, where it's basically rollerblades. And I used to love this. Was one of my all-time favourites. And if you were lucky enough, you had to try and get behind. Well, obviously I wasn't lucky enough there because I got hit again. But in this, if you wanted to get the upper hand, you had to try and grab onto the back of a car. So you put your hand out, as soon as the car come by, there we go. Dragged it out, and you used to have to fight other players to get them off the goddamn vehicle so you can get in front. And but obviously you've got to try and hold on as well. So, Castle Illusions, James Pond, Robocod. This game was completely insane. Another one from the past, Altered Beast. Now this was a another one of those like arcades as well as console games. And yeah, I didn't realise how beefy that guy is, but then suddenly his head is really like small. And then when you get that ultimate power, you become your beast, your inner beast. And obviously this is one of the boss battles you get right at the start. And when I did this video, it was quite amusing because I found some sort of almost like exploit by continuously doing that dash move straight into him, and it actually kept me well away from his attacks. So I found a cheat, I suppose. I'm not a cheat, just a disclaimer. I'm not a cheat. Alright, maybe I'll cheat this time, but that doesn't mean nothing. Now, we couldn't go without doing this one into the list as among as some of the other ones I'll be showing, but obviously Sonic the Hedgehog, mainly the first 3 games, well, for me, just 1 and 2. I never did actually get to play fully the 3rd one with Knuckles, as you can see there. Now, I'm pretty sure this was one of the first wrestling games I ever got to play on consoles. At least I suppose now I was just doing the Royal Rumble mode just for the hell of it. Although when I was doing this try, I failed. Ooh, straight into the baby maker. Mate, you shouldn't be hitting a fucking woman. That's right, my guy's coming after you now, but then, well, no, my guy's going to struggle fighting this other guy, one of your goons. And the terrible Power Rangers beat him up. Well, there was the only game that was like that at the time for that one, for the movie one, that is. And then, yeah, Golden Axe. Now, I remember playing the first one quite a lot. Pretty much used to play this like mad. And but I know it has 2 more sequels, which I decided to play for the idea for this video. But I always used to play as him with the axe, the dwarf. And they used to love messing around with this bit, beating the shit out of those little bloody, I'm guessing they're hobbits, with the potions. But I don't know about anybody else, but I always kept hitting that pissing power button way before I was supposed to be using that. And then we had the second game, which I gave that a go, and I decided to play with one of the other characters. I swear the line's supposed to be like Red Sonja. And the other one's Arnold Schwarzenegger. For the third one, which I can't remember the third one very well. I may have played the second one like this one, but I mean I played them now for this video to honour some of the classics. I really gotta say that what the fuck is that creature supposed to be? And that looks like I'm guessing that was his wind effect of his. Bit like my wind effect when I let one rip. Now to real hardcore gaming. One of my absolute all-time favourites, Toe Jam and Earl. Not only obviously spawned a second game as well, but I'm happy that they also made a comeback with a new game called Back in the Groove. And I just used to love playing this game so much. Picking up the presents and having different skills come out and the different abilities that it would give your character to do. Second one, the second one was alright, which is, I don't know how to put it really. It was obviously a different variation to the present version, which I preferred. This one was more of the platform game style. I mean, it was alright, nothing wrong with it, but it just wasn't like what that other one was, which was not a bad thing. You got to try different things, but then eventually, somewhere in the future and down the line, they brought them back with Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove, and that made me a happy bunny. Because when I saw the gameplay footage, it was like they just rekindled like the first game, but they just gave it such a cool, snazzy look, but it had the same concept as the first game, which I love. You know, people should take notes of these things when they do sequels. Yes, change a few things and do small bits and pieces, but don't take away what was loved